Welcome to the Drive-In Movie Podcast. I'm Michael.
Oh, we're doing intros again. You always throw me off with the intros.
Where else would you start? Jenks, where else would you start? But
usually you start with intros, I would
Thank
say.
you.
But they don't know who JENKS are. They know who we are at this point.
That's why I'm literally introducing myself.
Hello, my name is Michael. Hi, Michael. I am a Cinemacon addict.
You're literally not Michael. You're doing intros wrong. Never mind. This is Berkan. Jenks, please introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm JENKS, formerly known as JENKS.p on most of my social media pages. And I also want to throw out the fact that this might be the last of y'all's podcast ever because Berkan does sound like he's dying.
No, yeah, Berkan.
Okay.
I guess need to go back to the emergency.
I guess I should introduce myself because I sound different.
Yeah.
Sure.
This is Big Screen Berkan. Do not be fooled.
Thank you.
And now playing Cinemacon.
Thanks for joining us, Jenks. We're here in beautiful Las Vegas, checking out Cinemacon, going to all the presentations for all the studios, seeing what's going to come out the next year.
Yep. So we're actually doing things a little bit differently.
Right.
We're filming in sections. So you'll see the Sony presentation first if you're watching on YouTube, because that's the first presentation we've been to.
Right.
If you're listening to the full podcast episode, you're going to get the whole thing at once.
Yeah. So, but we will do 3 different introductions, Berkan, so you better practice.
We're not doing 3 different introductions. That's crazy.
Yourself every time as well?
That's crazy.
Same episode. I'm going to say hi, I'm Michael 3 times. I'm sorry, dude.
That's crazy.
All right. I need to make sure they know.
You don't even say.
He said it now. He's got to.
Yeah.
Now.
Oh my, this is unbelievable.
Anyway, so we've only seen one presentation so far. We saw the Sony presentation.
And it was a big one. So
Right.
Sony presentation included a new clip from Spiderman, brand new day, exclusive to CinemaCon, but we saw it, so we can tell you all about it. We got our first look at Beyond. We watched the beginning of Beyond the Spider-Verse.
I know. We literally picked up right where we left off.
Yeah, and again, we'll get into that in a little bit. Some other highlights from the Sony presentation. You guys interject if I'm missing one, but we got a Resident Evil trailer. We got what they say will be the scariest Insidious film. We got the sequel to The Social Network, The Social Reckoning, which is going to be completely different. It's stressful and a thriller.
Apparently based on true events. Too.
Yes, based on a whistleblower.
Yes.
We are getting a new family comedy called The Breadwinner.
With Nate Bargatze.
Yes, Jenna Ortega is playing an AI blank canvas robot who's adopted by people.
Called Clara and the Sun.
Yes.
Clara and the
The
Sun.
director of Godzilla Minus Zero is getting us a kind of a Transformers ripoff, but I don't care.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Dude, every Transformers ripoff is good. Giant robots fighting each other is never not good.
It's never not, and it looked beautiful. But that comes out in like 2 years in 2028.
Jake, wait, this is an interesting pivot.
Let's go.
Jenks, let me know what you think about this theory.
Okay.
I have a theory I call it the Pacific Rim theory.
Interesting.
Berkan,
I already
you
like
know
it.
where I'm going with this, right?
Yeah.
Maybe it's not. The theory is that everyone should have a milestone movie where if you watch a movie and it's better than your milestone, that makes it a good movie. And if you have one and it's worse than your milestone movie, that makes it a bad movie. So it's not supposed to be like the best movie you've ever seen. It's just good enough.
Better than the average.
Yes.
Okay.
I think it's a perfect 6.5 out of 10. Because if you watch a movie and it's like 6 out of 10, you're going, it wasn't really good. It was fine.
No, yeah.
But it's like, if it's a 7, you're like, that's a good movie.
That's fair. That is how I rank things as well.
Thank
If it's 7, it's a good movie.
But Pacific Rim is such a terrible
For me, I
choice.
think it's Pacific Rim. I think Pacific Rim is a 6.5 out of 10. It's just good enough.
Interesting. Okay.
It's
I'm
not
okay with that.
It's not Transformers, but it's also, I was engaged the whole time. I didn't
Yeah.
think it was terrible. I think the dialogue's very cheesy. What do you, I get clowned for this all the time, but I'm not saying Pacific Rim is amazing.
Okay, how many Michaels would you give Pacific Rim?
I've never
Off
seen
the top of your
Pacific
dome. Oh, okay.
Never seen
Oh,
Pacific
okay.
Rim.
Well, then maybe my theory doesn't hold.
Should I throw in a new movie
Yes.
as the average?
Yes.
Okay, I'm a superhero guy.
Okay.
I'm going Ant-Man.
Ant-Man as your milestone benchmark movie. Any
Milestone
better than
benchmark.
Ant-Man? Good movie.
That's a good MCU milestone.
Right. Yeah.
But no, I think it's about because I think Ant-Man could be a top 10 movie
Wow.
in the MCU.
That's a take.
It's a good take.
It's fine.
It's one that people wouldn't.
It probably
think about.
it probably isn't in the top 10 now, but like 4 years ago, I think it was.
So you're basing this off 4 years ago?
Mm.
Where are we now?
I guess it's right
think
now. It's
we're
probably
here
like
now.
I think we're
right
here
now. It's probably at like 11 or
Wait,
12.
correct me if I'm wrong, but I think we're here right now.
I think
Right
so,
now,
yeah.
it's probably at 11 or 12.
Okay.
It's not like
Okay.
half. There's not 30 MCU movies. There's more than that.
Sorry
so it's
for-
not.
It's close though.
Yeah. Sorry for sidetracking us.
Yeah.
But we
We-
did want to talk about the stuff that we saw during the Sony presentation.
Right.
at Cinema.
They also announced for video game adaptation lovers,
There were so many video game adaptations.
Bloodborne
Like
is
4.
coming, an animated R-rated movie.
Yeah.
We're getting
Legend of Zelda.
Legend of Zelda has wrapped production.
I was
Yeah.
gonna sneak in that they didn't give us.
I can't believe they didn't
were
give us
done
anything
with
for
it, by
Legend
the
of
way.
Zelda.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Yeah.
That
What
was it.
was the other movie called? Hidden Gears or something?
No,
Guardian-
Guard Gears was
Guard Gears.
Was it
the
Guard
robot movie we're talking about.
That movie's coming out 2028. They basically just started
Yeah.
it. They showed us something.
Yeah.
Legend of Zelda wrapped production coming out
It was
this
like
year.
flashing in.
Yeah, it was
and
like
out.
flashy.
Yeah.
But
but
still, they showed us something. Legend of Zelda, they put up the Triforce.
They
put
are-
up the Triforce symbol and then said it's coming out this year.
they're also giving us Helldivers in November 2027,
Oh my God.
starring Jason Momoa.
That's interesting to me. That's a very
Jason, what's up with Jason Momoa and video game adaptations now?
Very true.
Is this a
Does
thing?
he just play video games a lot? Like, is that his thing?
He
I
might.
guess me
Yeah.
might.
I know that hot people do. I know Henry Cavill plays video games. You did
It's
The
true.
Witcher.
He does.
It's
Yeah.
true.
Henry Cavill's like notoriously a big
Big
Video
nerd.
game
he's
guy.
a big nerd. But like, what's the one game? It's not D&D. It's the other thing.
Not D&D. Is it a tabletop game?
Yes, it's the other game.
Oh.
Warhammer. He's a big
Warhammer.
Oh, with like the
Interesting.
figurines
Yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, people get
Interesting.
really into that. Which
Um,
makes me think there might be something there. Like
and
I've never
then-
given it a shot. Have you-
Yeah.
Like from the
no.
outside looking in, you go, "What's the appeal?"
I've heard it's an expensive hobby though.
Okay, that means it's so good you want to spend
You want
a
to
lot of
spend the
money.
money?
On it.
Yeah, maybe you're on something.
We got to check it out.
yeah, and
Anyway.
then they ended the presentation with Jumanji Open World.
Does that also count as a video game movie? Because
No, because it's not. Jumanji wasn't a
based on
video
it. It's
game
not
you
based on
played.
Yeah.
but
It's a
they're-
movie about video games, but it's
Yeah.
not a video game adaptation.
But still, did we talk about? Did you mention Resident Evil?
I did.
Okay, so it was Resident Evil, Legend of Zelda, Helldivers, and then there was like
Bloodborne.
Bloodborne. There was
Yes.
4 video game adaptations announced in one presentation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that we're in the era of video game adaptation.
Well, now they're
Absolutely, yeah.
now they're starting to get good. There's still bad ones.
because when they
But-
first started them, they were
Terrible.
all terrible.
They were so bad.
so
when
bad.
when you heard that a movie or a TV show was based on a video game, you immediately
You're
clocked
just
out.
like, oh
Yeah.
no.
But then it's like now they're like blockbusters. I mean, The Last of Us,
and Fallout.
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 Yeah, Fallout's amazing.
Fallout's very good. I
Yeah.
love Fallout. It's
And
one of my
it's
favorite
so-
shows right now.
And it's so true to the source material, and people who haven't played the games still love it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
We're-
So-
we're fully in the video game adaptation era. I think we ran out of the books, really. Like
but
all of like the really popular books
Oh.
that people want to see adaptations of, we've done them.
we did get a book adaptation announcement. The Nightingale,
The
which is being
Nightingale.
produced by Elle and Dakota Fanning,
That's
and they're
really
starring in it.
cool. And they're
Yeah.
starring in it together
Yeah.
as the sisters.
Yeah.
That's
They've been
really
working
cool.
together. So they have a new show on Apple TV releasing this week, April 15th, called Margot's Got Money Problems.
Okay.
Elf or Dakota Fanning's not in it, but they both produced it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's pretty cool.
Oh, by the way, also Jack Black, Kevin Hart, and Dwayne the Rock Johnson came out to announce the new Jumanji movie.
Yes,
And,
Yeah.
basically
to be here.
They told us that there was an Easter egg in the movie that they were
Yes,
using the
Robin
dice.
Williams is in every scene. Robin Williams Easter egg is in every scene.
Right, which is
Just crazy.
which is awesome. And I like how in this new one they're coming out of the game just like the original.
Well, they're doing both. It seems.
Right, yeah. They said
Yeah.
all the 3 of them on stage said that they each play 3 characters in the
Yeah.
movie, which
It's
is
cool.
which must be a
That's
lot
cool.
of fun for an actor to do. Like it's kind of like how Michael B. Jordan plays 2 characters in Sinners, or like Robert Pattinson plays 2 characters in like Mickey 17.
Yeah.
It's like-
Jumanji movies are successful.
Very,
like,
people like
very.
them.
I mean, they made 4 of them for a reason. I
Yeah.
guess.
right.
Well, yes, this is the third in the new era
Third, yeah,
Jumanji
yeah.
trilogy.
yeah.
But yeah. So okay, why don't we go around and we say our top 3 of the Sony presentation?
Okay.
All right, I'll go first. I think my number 1 was Beyond the Spider-Verse.
Okay.
It's just Beyond Spider-Verse looked amazing. I know we're all probably gonna have Beyond Spider-Verse, so I'm not gonna go into like too
Mhm.
detaily. But to me, the edge goes to Beyond Spider-Verse for number 1 because it's coming out later. I am very excited for Brand New Day. That's my number 2, but that's like 3 months away.
Yeah.
And number 3 is Social Reckoning.
Okay.
That's fair.
I think we're probably gonna have similar lists. We're probably gonna have the same 1 and 2. I think all of us are probably gonna say the Spider-Man for
Yes.
the top 2 movies. I'm just gonna call it now.
Right.
And in the same order, I'm also most excited for Beyond the Spider-Verse, then Brand New Day. But I'm gonna switch it up and say I'm actually really excited for Resident Evil.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, yeah.
Zach Krager came out, same director for Barbarian and Weapons. He's directing Resident Evil, and he was talking about how such a fan he was of the game series, so
Mhm.
he wants to do it justice. And he was saying there's no time skips, there's no weird narrative loopholes that you have to follow or whatever. It's simply a character going from A to B on this crazy, dangerous journey, and you're right there with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it just looks disgusting.
The trailer looked awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your number?
So that was my number 3.
That was
So
Spider-Man,
Jenks.
and then yeah.
So Jenks, where are your 3?
I think Brand New Day is probably one for me.
Okay.
Really?
I think it's
Switching
probably
up a
my
little bit.
yeah. I think that's probably one of my most anticipated movies of the year.
Uh-huh.
And then Beyond is a 2. Obviously.
Right.
What were you gonna say?
No, I couldn't. I'll say my thing after you say your 3.
Yeah, I don't. 3's hard. I'm not gonna lie.
He's like, I actually don't like movies.
Yeah.
So
I actually hate film.
Yeah.
you kind of remind me of a different creator I know, but I won't name names.
Yeah, I wonder.
Jeez, you're throwing shade right now.
I don't know. But anyway, for number 3,
Is the creator in the room with us? Right now?
the funny thing is, I'm like such not a horror movie person,
And there was
There was a lot of horror.
There were a lot of horror
And
movies,
Insidious looked good too.
and I think I for number 3 at that panel, I might say Bloodborne.
Okay.
We didn't see
We didn't
anything.
see anything, but I
It's-
didn't know that was happening.
Did you play the
Okay.
games?
I know of the games. I didn't play them, but I know the
Oh.
concept of it, and it's going to be an animated film.
R-rated animated film, which
And
I always
then
love. Always love a good
my favorite
R-rated
YouTuber
animated.
of all time, Jacksepticeye, is producing it, and that's really cool.
That's sick.
I think that's awesome. I think
Yeah.
getting like gamers that people know to
Yeah.
like come in and help, like to
And
see,
he-
get what the fans want.
He
to
came
see.
in, he's like, I'm making this as faithful as I
Yeah.
humanly can, which of course, to be fair, is what everyone says.
Yeah, and especially after I know it's not the same thing, but Markiplier just did the Iron Lung movie,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and people love that.
Is that our new like life phase is producing movies?
I hope so.
Yeah, we're gonna get there one day, obviously, but
Because-
we're not there.
I mean, they're really doing that for a lot of popular games because now Five Nights at Freddy's
Yeah.
is getting
Yeah.
a sequel. It did well enough to get a sequel. I mean, people love these video game adaptations, and they especially love it when it's the more true to the source material it is. I feel like they used to,
Yeah.
when they were doing these video game adaptations, they tried to make it more generic to appeal to a wider audience, but then it appealed to no one. Now they're saying we at least got to get the core fans in there, right?
Yeah.
So, and I think that's why they're getting more successful, probably.
Jenks, why are you more excited for Spider-Man Brand New Day than Beyond the Spider-Verse?
I don't know. I think I've always leaned more towards the live action stuff.
He hates animation.
Dude, what?
No,
He
I
thinks
love
animation's for
I
kids.
Love animation. I love animation. Okay, quit. I actually I rewatched Into the Spider-Verse just the other day. I love that movie so much,
I want to rewatch both of them.
and I think it's
Oh,
got
we're gonna.
it's easily got potential to be the best animated trilogy of all time.
Okay.
Maybe the best trilogy in general of all time.
I'm not gonna.
It's so crazy that like this. It's actually in the
Yeah.
conversation. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
If
Won an
Beyond
Oscar.
the
It won an Oscar.
Yeah.
If
No
Beyond
one's
the
saying- no one's like,
Spider-Verse-
that's ridiculous. People are saying
Okay.
"Could be."
Yeah.
if Beyond the Spider-Verse is an 8.5,
Out of 10.
if we give it 8.5 Michaels, I think it is at least in the top 5 trilogies of all time.
Top 5 easily. Yeah.
Yeah.
It has to be a
Yeah.
9.5 Michaels to be greatest trilogy of all
thought
time.
Across the Spider-Verse is already one of my favorite movies. Period.
Yes.
And I don't think that's ridiculous. People are like, you can't say it's one of your favorite movies when we haven't seen the conclusion of it. But to that, I say, was Infinity War better than Endgame? I
Yeah.
think so.
Yeah.
I think you can have a really good Part 1 movie by itself. Wicked Part 1 was better than Wicked Part 2.
Yes, but here,
I
okay.
think that,
You know what? With that example, though, here's
Yeah.
the thing. So, Endgame was still great. Was still so much fun. It's
Mhm.
so good, and that's why it's like you can have the conversation. Infinity War is peak. Endgame was still delivered. The story overall is still great.
Okay.
Wicked Part 2.
Beyond the Spider-Verse would really have to drop the ball.
Exactly,
yeah.
and that's
And I don't think they are going to.
no. But so right now, I would say Across the Spider-Verse is like a 9 out of 10,
Okay.
only because the last I can't give it the 10 yet.
Okay. But it could. You could go back and.
If Beyond the Spider-Verse gives me a 9.5,
Yeah.
I'll change Across to a 10.
Jenks,
Wow.
you've been to Cinemacon before, right?
Yes.
What did you think of this presentation compared to other?
I've been
presentations?
telling people that I think the Sony presentation, which is the opening presentation of Cinemacon, was better than any panel we got last year.
Really.
What?
I think so.
No.
I think so. What was better last year?
So many. Universal is better
Because of what?
because they actually made it. They made it showmanship,
Because of what though?
orchestra.
Exactly.
But no, the footage was
movies
good
were
too.
better.
But
Movies
that's
were
the part though. Like people want the experience.
Yeah.
Amazon, the movies were great.
Okay. Well, then let me rephrase.
And Warner
From a
Bros. The
movie
movies were great.
standpoint,
Warner
Okay.
Bros.
Thank you.
The whole Warner. So last year at Sony, we did get our first look at Beyond Spider-Verse. We got our title reveal for Brand New Day, and then they gave us a Beatles cast. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all I remember from Sony last year.
That's true.
But like Amazon, there's so many like Project Hail Mary, so many other projects, and then Warner Bros. The entire Warner Bros. Animation slate was incredible.
Okay.
So like I think Sony's presentation is a great way to start,
Okay.
but
Fair.
I think it's also the most tamest because it's also last year it was just the filmmakers presenting with a couple stars.
Yeah.
the other presentations, like you slowly get more and more actors for everything.
That's the crazy. Okay, I thought I'd never been to CinemaCon before. I loved that presentation. I don't see how it could be topped. But then the more people I talked to,
It will be topped. Yeah, it will be topped.
That's the thing. People were like, "Oh, dude, last year they had dirt bikes and people zip lining for Mission Impossible."
Yeah,
and
they turned for Tron Ares. They turned it the Coliseum into a grid.
Yeah. We did get a Tom Holland hologram though.
That was crazy.
That was
pretty cool. And I don't think that people are talking about that.
It was really cool
because we got to see Spider-Man footage.
Okay,
Right.
interesting.
So
Interesting. Tom Holland is wearing the same clothes he was wearing in Spider-Man: Homecoming. In that,
why do you know
the way his shirt? I saw it on the internet. Of course, of course. What do you mean?
I
I saw the side by sides. I saw the side by sides.
Do you have like a mind palace where you've memorized every outfit of Tom Holland? You've been like, wait, this is from the original Homecoming movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
My palace reference. I appreciate
Before,
I know your favorite show is Sherlock.
So tonight we're watching the Warner Bros. Presentation. So in a couple minutes we're going to transition to what we saw for the Warner Bros. Presentation.
Right.
But before we get there, let's specifically talk about what we saw in Brand New Day and Beyond Spider-Verse.
Right.
Starting with Brand New Day, we got a pretty long scene.
It's like 5 minutes, 5 or 6 minutes. Yeah.
Peter Parker seeing Ned at a market store and then basically following him to a party.
Which is creepy, right?
First of all,
it was very creepy.
Terrifying.
Creeping him.
It was creepy.
Following him into his apartment. This guy has no idea who you are.
Yes.
Creepy.
Yeah.
Just throwing that up.
But also, why is Ned cool now?
Ned's sick.
It's like buying kegs and wearing leather.
It is the classic.
Hosting like ragers in his apartment. Like,
it is.
Seriously.
Ned Leeds is going to be so interesting in Spider-Man Brand New Day. It is the classic Hollywood trope of, okay, your best friend was taken out of the equation. Your life is immediately better. And so that's what it's being framed up to. But also in the clip, we saw that Ned is the one, he created the app called Spidey Tracker. He's the one obsessed with unmasking Spider-Man. He says he wants to thank him. I don't think he wants to thank him.
You think he's?
I think he wants to. He does want to. Like he does. I think he feels abandoned because he remembers, and he said in the clip, he saved me a few times. He remembers being with Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And so he's like, something happened, and you betrayed me because of it.
You're going the Hobgoblin route.
I am going. I don't know if they'll do Hobgoblin, but I do think that is something they're setting up.
Yeah, and we obviously got to see the MJ thing too, which I think is going to be heartbreaking.
Oh
yeah,
watching that whole like storyline play out with him and her new boyfriend.
Even from the 30 seconds we saw of that, I was already like tearing up.
Yeah. Amanda's Fondy's still in my life.
Yeah, I know.
He really
met
is.
him when he was Ezra.
So I always thought I should be live action Ezra Bridger when I was acting. I thought, look, and you can attest to this. 20-year-old Berkan, perfect live action Ezra.
Look just
perfect.
Like Ezra.
Sounded like him. Well, I mean, I'm just older now and I have a beard, but like when my face was skinny, I was the perfect Ezra. I will stand by that. Yeah. And then Aman Isfani got, and he was good, so it's okay. But now he's in a Spider-Man movie. He's taking. You're telling me if I did get Ezra, I would be in a Spider-Man movie kissing Zendaya?
He's living the life that you thought you should have.
He's having my career. And then I'm like, they need to get a Mediterranean like actor. Dude, they found one. Aman Isfani. So I'm like, I can't even be mad because he's also good. So he's still in my life.
All the people on the internet hate him now, so that's good.
Because he's Paul.
Because he's Paul.
We'll see.
Paul.
Do you know who Paul is?
No.
Paul's the worst.
Can I Paul lore you?
Yeah.
So in the comics, there's a storyline where Peter and MJ get a divorce.
Oh.
And MJ goes to be with this guy named Paul. This is
Paul. What the hell?
Paul sucks. Paul sucks.
Okay. Yeah. Paul just died in the comics, by the way.
Yeah, he did.
Oh,
he did.
We hate Paul.
We hate Paul.
Yeah.
Jenks, do you think that the human spider theory holds any water after this presentation?
Ooh.
We didn't. I don't feel like we got any hint as to what like the third life cycle of the spiders. Because we got that voiceover again where it was like
they didn't talk. I was actually surprised. They didn't talk anything really about like because everything we saw, I'm pretty sure, is just the beginning of the movie.
Yeah.
They said was this is the most emotional Spider-Man movie we've done, and then they showed us why like an emotional core of it.
Which is the beginning of the movie.
There was no hint of Sadie. There was no hint of Hulk. There was no hint of any villains
we
saw.
Got no plot.
It was they're like, okay, they gave us the most grounded Tom Holland Spider-Man in all. Like this is the most grounded I've ever seen in Spider-Man.
Dude, the cinematography just
So
felt
good.
wrong.
Yes.
Like it
So
felt
good.
Felt so much more raw.
He's got
than,
bags under his eyes and stuff. He doesn't
Yes.
look.
His hair is like
polished.
messy.
Yeah, it's like, yeah.
and the way
It's
the
good.
cameras like follow him around and stuff, it was
That's a
so
good
like
point.
grounded. It felt like you were a character. Like
It's
watching
so
the
good.
theater. It's so good.
And
Yeah.
Spider-Man today actually has, and you know what? I think they made a statement. They released 2 Spider-Man posters.
Yeah.
One of them being like Spider-Man 2
Spider-Man
inspired.
2, that's
I
what
think
they
they are
made.
making a statement. I think that's the level. That is the expectation I'm setting. That Spider-Man New Day will be the same level as Spider-Man 2.
Man, if that's true,
Good.
Spider-Man 2 is my favorite movie
Good.
of all time.
Yeah, that's a great
Yeah,
one.
exactly.
So- and not to mention too that it does have a similar theme where it's like Spider-Man's kind of losing his mojo.
It's just a reverse.
We also did get that scene where he's like the bad guys show up with guns. He's like, "Hold on, everyone, I got to stretch.
I gotta
You guys should really
stretch."
stretch." Like that's just so Spider-Man,
That's
right?
It's
so
the
good,
most
yeah.
quip he's ever had.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Like the
agree.
most like
since Civil War.
the most organic quip he's had since Civil
True.
War.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Civil War,
'Cause
he
did have
was
some quips
quippy.
in Civil
He was
Wars,
quippy in
yeah.
Civil War.
Beyond Spider-Verse?
Yeah, we should cover Beyond.
All right. So Beyond the Spider-Verse, they showed us the beginning of the movie. They're like, it takes place right when Across Spider-Verse ends, and then they showed us right when Across Spider-Verse ends, and it just continued.
But instead of what we saw at the end of
They gave
Across,
us Miles'
it was
perspective.
It was Prowler Miles.
Prowler Miles,
Yeah.
Morales
Morales.
perspective.
And
You don't even know how to pronounce it.
Miles
That was
Morales.
I did love the vibe
banter.
change there. It went immediately from super intense, hostile.
So they were making fun of each other.
Exactly.
Yeah.
To almost like, okay, you guys are the same person.
Yeah.
You guys,
Yeah.
You guys have chemistry.
Yeah. I like
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that they're gonna team up, and it looked like they were
It
there
looked
were
yes.
some fight
the
scenes,
training.
but it looked like they
yeah.
were training.
Yeah, it looks like Prowler Miles is trying to toughen him up.
And what a better ally to have than yourself.
The
Yeah.
darker side of
Yeah.
herself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how dark is he really, or is it just like the circumstances
It's just
of the world?
yeah, because they don't have a Spider-Man.
Exactly.
Yeah,
The spot.
the spot looked
spot.
crazy.
Terrifying.
Multiversal threat. It's
Dude, no.
Yeah.
Miguel, Spider-Man
yes.
29.
Oh.
He looked crazy.
Okay. Did he look like he had a symbiote suit on?
There's a shot. There's a shot, and they
Oh.
released the image of it too, where he looked inverse.
It looks like
It's kind
I
of
think it's a
crazy.
tease, but it does look like
It's
but maybe
kinda
just
crazy.
a tease to show us that he's kind of on the.
They
darker
have. He
side.
has all the
Right,
tech.
because they do.
They probably have a tech where they can. He probably does have a tech where he can control the symbiote.
And they
Ooh.
that could be, but they also do cool animation stuff just to show like I don't know, like vibes.
Vibes.
Almost.
Yeah. No, I agree.
So it's like, and they said during their presentation, the directors came out and they said in the first movie we threw out the animation rule book. For the second movie, we threw out that new rule book. We did the same thing for this movie. So
We have no rules.
They keep revolutionizing animation. So
Yeah.
if they do show him dark for like a frame or something, they might do it where it's like every other frame he's dark.
It's just teasing the fact that he's. Like,
It could
he's on the
be.
darker
As,
side.
for like
yeah.
a metaphor, right?
Yeah.
Do you guys remember in Across Spider-Verse when Gwen's universe blew us away with like the watercolor?
Oh my
and
God,
the
I loved
painting?
it.
So pretty, yeah.
They could probably
I'm getting
do.
chills thinking about me sitting in theaters watching it now.
We could we could see glimpses of like, because we know that also from the footage they showed us that the Spider Society is hunting Miles Morales,
Mhm.
right.
and like it looked like Miguel and Miles are fighting through dimensions or
Yeah.
through the multiverse. So
Yeah.
it could be like the colors. They were going to screw with the colors
I'm-
so
We're
much in a
seeing
cool way.
characters that we haven't seen since the first movie.
Yeah.
That's
That would make me
shot
so happy.
with Peter B. Parker,
Yeah.
Porker Pig. Who else was
Spider Ham,
Spider Ham, sorry.
Spider. We did see Spider Noir.
Spider
But
Noir.
We also saw Fisk.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Kingpin.
we saw
Fisk.
Kingpin.
we saw like a silhouette of him like from behind.
Yeah.
And it was like, what's he doing there?
Yeah. He's back.
It's going to be crazy.
Yeah.
They also did confirm that this is the final chapter.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean, we
for
knew that,
Miles.
though. I think
Of
we
course.
Knew that,
I thought it was always open ended.
yeah. Do you think? Do you
Sorry.
think this is going to lead to something else? A lot of people think that maybe he might become the live action Miles Morales. Do you think that's possible or no?
The whole premise is around multiverse. What's going on, Dan? Sorry, we have someone else in the room.
You don't have a
What's
mic.
up?
They did say
Wait, come on. It's not going to hear you from there.
Here,
Hold on.
It's just going to be
Pause.
silent.
You guys remember Dambo Tui?
Dambo Tui cameo.
cameo. I'm not the creator they were talking about earlier. There was a point where the creators said that they're taking this movie to new places you would have never expected, which might be a
Move
hint
it
that
to
this
live
Miles
action.
might be going to live action.
I thought
Beyond,
that too. I
it's
thought that too.
called Beyond the Spider. That's the
Beyond
most
the
popular
Spider-Verse,
theory
yeah.
since the title was Beyond the Spider Verse.
Across the Spider-Verse already had cameos from the other Spider-Man movies. We saw Andrew Garfield Spider-Man in Across Spider-Verse. We saw Childish Gambino as
yeah.
Prowler. So we've already connected the other universes to this one.
Yeah.
I don't think it's out of the question that that theory holds water.
I don't know if I would like it or not because I do love the relationship between. If it's a different universe, maybe, but I love the relationship between Peter and Miles when Miles is starting out. I would love to see that with Tom and a new actor in the MCU.
I think Peter B. Parker is going to die.
I think Peter B. Parker's.
I think so. I think the theory has always been Gwen Stacy because canon events, and then they're always talking about his dad or his mom. But I actually do think it could be Peter B. Parker because that would give him the most full circle.
Yeah.
Like, because so think about when we first saw him, he was a broken Spider-Man. He wasn't really anything. Now he's starting to put his pieces back together. He's not like a complete Spider-Man, but now in this movie, we could see him go to the next form to be the ultimate like Spider-Man, to be like the peak version of Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And that version of Spider-Man who would have sacrificed himself to make things right in Into the Spider-Verse, but shouldn't have then because he wouldn't have completed his story and it would have been empty.
Yeah.
But now everything's filled and fixed. He could do the Peter Parker sacrifice, which is something that Peter Parker would do. That's with great power comes great responsibility.
I love that. I can't wait. Does anyone else have anything else they want to say before we check out the Warner Brothers presentation? Anything else about the Sony presentation? I think we covered it all.
I think we covered it all.
No, we missed one thing.
What's that?
The smallest thing ever. Bud.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Buds.
yeah.
A new Sony animated film called Buds about a plant who breaks sacred rules and talks to humans. It's Toy Story about plants.
That's
But it's not coming out for like a couple years.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
We don't know a whole ton about it yet or anything.
Yeah.
But
Well, on to Warner Bros. Okay, so you guys didn't feel the time jump, but there was a time skip. We got so busy with CinemaCon that we're now just going to cover every presentation.
right. And Berkan's instructed me not to do the introduction again specifically.
It's the same episode. Why would you intro again?
It'd be fun.
If you forgot, this is Michael from the 2 seconds earlier you heard him.
I promised I'd do it, but you know what? Because I value our friendship so much, I won't.
I appreciate it. Well,
Thank you.
our brains are kind of broken.
Dude, we recorded what, 3 days ago?
Yeah.
How many? The
Time-
first part of
time's
this
irrelevant now.
Right. We were expecting to just record throughout the week, but unfortunately at Cinemacon you kind of do go, presentation, lunch, trade show
And then you're
floor.
tired, no
Yeah,
sleep.
Exactly.
It's not all glitz and glamour.
No.
But
Because you're
so
also making like little content along the way. You don't have time to be making a whole podcast episode.
yeah.
You know, you're networking and all this sort of stuff. So it's
Yeah.
like it's actually ridiculous. We were going to bed at least at like 12 o'clock every night, probably 1, and then waking up at like 6.
It was a lot. But now, so instead of going through like each thing that was presented at each presentation, we're just going to give you guys the highlights.
right. Because honestly, yeah. I mean, that's probably
And
there's like a lot of like stuff that would probably be good when it comes out, but it's just too soon to tell, right?
it's just way too soon to tell. So we're going to go with the heavy hitters. And just to give you an idea what that means, just for reference, that means by now we've seen The Odyssey, Dune Part 3, and Avengers Doomsday,
right.
and a lot of really other great stuff.
So Dune Part 3 was in the
Warner
Warner Brothers
Bros.
presentation.
We saw the entire opening sequence of Dune Part 3. I'm just going to go into Dune
Okay.
while we're talking about it.
Sure, because honestly, the Warner Brothers presentation for me was like the heaviest hitter.
Yeah,
I
everything was
really
great.
enjoyed the Warner Brothers.
Everything was
presentation.
great. It
Yeah.
was Clayface trailer was good. Supergirl footage was
I don't
good.
think that they gave us a lot with the Clayface.
It was a
trailer, though.
teaser.
It was a little teaser, and we got to see how disgusting it's going to be, and
Which
how
is the vibe.
freaky. It gave us the vibe,
They were
and
selling the
that's
vibe.
really all. Like we honestly didn't even really get a good look at any of the characters because they're covered in bandages or because his face is literally made of clay.
Yeah.
So,
But,
but
the
it does-
opening sequence of Dune, though.
Yes, dude.
Oh.
So at the end of the Warner Brothers presentation, we got to see the first 7 minutes of Dune Part 3?
Something like that, and it was life changing. It's
Oh
just
my
war.
God.
It's just heavy war.
The best way I can describe it is like Space D-Day. It's literally a bunch of Fremen,
Yeah, something like that.
the people from Dune packed into spaceships and then just unloading on an alien planet shoulder to shoulder, and you could feel the tension.
It's just such
in
a
those-
jarring start difference from the other two.
And then immediately space Gatling guns, like
Yeah.
giant heavy machinery, space lasers, rapid fire destroying everything.
And there's this like beautiful humanity aspect to it because
Yeah.
like they're like oh my god, the miracle of rain. Like they
Right.
know they're about to die.
they're in the middle of a thunderstorm and they're coming from a desert planet. They've never seen rain before, and it's really highlighting the fact that they're on an alien world. They're going and dying in foreign lands.
Yeah.
You know,
They're-
it's like a war, like a real war. You
They're
know?
at least appreciating being a tourist in the moment.
I don't know if that's the best way I would describe it, but you know, I really think it's trying to show that they're truly out of their element and they're not supposed to be there. They're conquering. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
they're an invading army.
That's true.
But I mean, those the scenery was just like everything was being obliterated, and you could feel the destruction.
Yeah.
It's like it actually shell shocked me.
It was just such a good 6 minutes. I cannot wait to see the rest of it. I really hope it doesn't get spoiled for me.
Right, walking out of the theater, everyone was dead silent.
Everyone was buzzing.
Everyone was just stone faced.
Incredible.
It was. We all felt it.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And the sound design really made you feel how heavy everything was too.
Did you have?
I think Dune does a great job at the sound design for everything.
100%.
Yeah.
Did you have any other highlights from Warner Bros?
Oh, yes, I actually did. Let me see. Digger was surprisingly good.
Digger is yes with Tom Cruise. It's a comedy. It's probably his most dynamic role, which is kind of insane.
Right. It also has John Goodman in it and
Mhm.
Jesse Plemons. It was shot on film. And it was weird. Tom Cruise plays some sort of old oil exec, but somehow a nuclear war.
I didn't quite
started.
fully get who he was. To be
No,
honest.
and I think it's gonna be like sort of a
The point.
weird plot that
Yeah.
you can't really fit into a trailer. But I surprisingly liked that.
Oh, and then the Hunt for Gollum. We did get our first little
Mhm.
taste of the Hunt for Gollum. It really wasn't anything.
Lord of the Rings, The Hunt for
but it is
Gollum.
Lord of the Rings is back, so that is a cool.
They
part.
at least confirmed that it's happening and soon.
Yeah.
Relatively soon.
December 2027.
We
Holy crap! We're gonna get Lord of the Rings and Avengers: Secret Wars.
dang
Holy crap! That's gonna be cool.
franchises.
Warner Bros. And Disney are back to back.
Seriously, and with
Wow!
with like game-changing films. You know?
Wow! I don't think anybody realized that.
You know what? We talked about Clayface, but we didn't talk about how we actually got 6 or 7 minutes of Supergirl.
Supergirl's interesting. It felt like a lot more.
Jenks is in the background doing the 6-7 hands.
Yeah,
By
yeah.
the way, I want to put that on the record.
Yeah.
He's doing it again. Okay. whatever.
Supergirl was really good. The footage was a lot of fun.
I know, and it was very Star Warsy. It felt like to me. It was
Yes.
it was rustic technology.
Yeah.
It wasn't super polished sci-fi space tech. You know, it was like she was on a public bus.
Yeah.
And then they get raided by pirates, basically. But they're too far from a yellow sun, so she doesn't.
She has no
really-
power, so
she
she's
doesn't-
just
yeah.
terrible.
She has to kind of like fight her way to the controls or space, and then she ends up being able to like fly into the yellow sun, and then just goes absolutely goblin.
But when she is like super, like full on Supergirl,
Yeah.
badass.
Yes.
So many cool. There's a shot of her with like lasers and fire. It's so good.
And Jason Momoa actually came out during
On a bike.
Yes, he came
On a
out.
bike.
That was like one of the few bits of like showmanship that we got at CinemaCon was Jason Momoa
On a
rode
bike.
out on an alien bicycle.
Yeah.
To announce this movie.
Yeah.
He was in a couple of the presentations.
He was
year.
in that.
Because he also came out for Dune. Because
he came out for Dune.
so he came out
and
twice
then-
at least for that presentation.
Yes,
And
it
I
was.
think he came out for something else too.
I don't know what else he came out for,
I know, but I
but there was something else.
he
You're
came
right.
out. He came out several times.
No, wait, it was Dune and Supergirl.
It was just two.
It was Dune and Supergirl.
Okay.
Yes, that's it.
But-
He's in Street Fighter, but he didn't come out for Street Fighter.
okay. I see. Is he in Street Fighter?
Yeah.
Or do you mean Mortal Kombat?
No, he's in Street Fighter.
What? Because we got to look at the entire rest of the cast.
Yeah, no, he's in Street Fighter. He's in the trailer. He's a big green guy.
Oh, he's the big green guy.
Yeah.
Okay, that's why I didn't recognize him.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. But yeah, we got a lot of. That's what I mean. We got a lot of footage during
Yeah.
the Warner Brothers presentation versus just like trailers. We actually got to see a lot.
The next morning, we watched Forgotten Island, the brand new
Yes,
DreamWorks
the-
animated film.
We watched the entire.
It was like 30% done.
yeah. Well, it was the entire movie, but a lot of the scenes were very rough. They were still being animated.
They're like in pre-visuals, which was also a really interesting way to watch an animated movie.
Yeah, you
we-
get to see the process really.
All we can really say about this, and we're going to move on quickly because of it.
Yeah,
We can't
say-
review
we
it.
can't say
Obviously,
a
it's
lot
not
of
finished, but we did really enjoy
it. I
it.
liked it a lot.
And it's hilarious.
Yes.
But no Michaels. We can't give it any Michaels yet. So
Not yet.
in September.
I do think that because we watched it like so far before it's a finished product that when we rewatch it, it's going to be like watching a new movie.
100%.
But I still liked the version of it that we saw.
I agree.
But then after the Warner Brothers presentation,
Was the Universal
we
presentation.
did the Universal presentation.
You're going to have to okay, Universal. We did there's really two big highlights for Universal. For most people, the Odyssey at the Universal presentation was a highlight because it was the Trojan War sequence. But for Michael and I, because we were in an area that has a 70mm IMAX, that was like the fourth time we saw that.
And we talked about it on this show.
So it wasn't that part wasn't really that exciting for us. For
Right.
me, I walked out buzzing about Disclosure Day, Spielberg's new Alien movie.
yeah.
That's incredible.
yeah.
That's gonna be insane.
And we had a whole Q&A with Spielberg on
Yeah.
stage.
That was special.
And that Coleman
Domingo.
Domingo actually host it, and he's just amazing.
So good.
So that was really cool hearing Coleman Domingo and Steven Spielberg talking about the film, and also Steven Spielberg mentioned that the trailer doesn't have any footage
From the third act.
From the third act, so
As
that
it should
you
be.
can't tell what's going to happen.
As it should be.
And he also mentioned that gosh, well, I forget what else he said during that. But anyway, Disclosure Day looks amazing.
Incredible.
Because this is right up his alley.
It's so
Like
he's always been meant to do aliens.
Yeah, he said that it's been something that he's been preoccupied with since he was a child.
Yeah.
Just the entire concept of aliens.
It's breathtaking.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Something that we did forget to mention though for the Warner Brothers presentation was Mortal Kombat. We got like a whole scene, like a 7-minute scene.
Mortal Kombat looks
You're not
fun.
excited for 7?
I don't really care that much about
It looks
Mortal
funny
Kombat.
at the very least.
Yeah, it does.
And it's weird that we're getting Mortal Kombat 2. We're getting Mortal Kombat 2 and we're getting Street Fighter.
Yeah.
You know, it's like they're again, this is like the year of video game adaptations. Because we got like 4 for the Sony presentation, and then we also got Mortal Kombat, and then we'll talk about Street Fighter later.
Yeah.
But
After Universal was Amazon.
yeah.
Amazon was interesting. Amazon's the most like original IPs. Of course, we did get Masters of the Universe, which was actually I think it was better than I thought it was going to look. So I'm excited. I'm kind of
It looks
intrigued.
better than I thought, but I didn't really enjoy most of it. If I'm being real with
There
you,
you go. But I did enjoy. Like I said, I did enjoy a lot of the original IPs. I liked How to Rob a Bank, which is a bunch of content creators robbing banks and giving back to charities.
They actually they had a lot of original IP that looks good.
Yeah.
So Michael B. Jordan is making a film called The Thomas Crown Affair.
Yeah,
and
which
it
is
looks
a remake.
amazing. It's a reboot from something that came out a long time ago.
Yeah,
so
with
I guess
Pierce
it's,
Brosnan.
I guess it's not entirely
Not original, but he's producing it, directing it, it's starring in it.
I guess what I mean is it's not really a modern.
It's not an IP.
franchise.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, he's starring, directing, produced it, and they also mentioned on stage that he kind of wrote it too, but I don't think he gets a credit for that.
No.
And it's I think they're also getting John Baptiste to do the score.
Yes.
So the music's gonna be good.
Who he did perform live at Cinemacon, which was really cool.
And it was interesting because he did like piano and he also did like a DJ drum.
Yeah,
kit,
he had like
you
this
know,
beatbox thing going on.
Yeah, exactly. So
there was another movie at Amazon that you really liked.
I liked several. I'm reading them right now. I also liked The Sheep Detective.
Sheep Detective, Hugh Jackman. Spaceballs 2 is interesting.
Yeah, but I mean Sheep Detectives. It looks like a movie that you wouldn't really get super excited for.
It looks like a movie I watched in 2009 and loved.
Yes, but it doesn't look like something where you're like, I can't wait for this to come out. I want to buy tickets for the opening date. But at the same time, it looks like a movie that you're going to really enjoy. So it's like, why wouldn't you?
Sheep Detective is probably a movie that like if I can go see it, I will go see it.
Yeah,
for sure.
And I love a whodunit.
Yeah, and I love Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, so what's not to love?
Exactly.
And they got the rest of the cast is really good.
It's a brilliant
too.
cast.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
I mean, they have Bryan Cranston and
Julia
Louis-Dreyfus, you know?
Yeah,
They got,
everybody.
Yeah, exactly. Also, Occult is My Passport.
Yeah.
It was so good. Which is basically, they described it as this noir film where it's like kind of in this 80s style, where there's this dude who's like doing a lot of like research. He's like, when I do a mission, I do it right. Like I do all of the preparation, I do all the research. It's like he's a hitman. He's like a Muslim hitman who is also a father.
Yeah, is
the way they were describing it. So it's like it's this like guy who's kind of living I don't want to say a double life because I think everyone knows what he is and what he's doing, but he lives on both sides.
Yeah,
you know?
Absolutely. Is that all your highlight? Oh, well, no, yeah. So I guess that would be all from Amazon, right?
No, you mentioned Spaceballs, which was also really funny.
Yeah, Spaceballs is just funny.
But they also announced that the Highlander.
Highlander looked really good.
Right,
yeah,
but that's not going to come out for seveseveral years. But they showed us a lot of what
they're halfway through production. Yeah,
right. But they didn't even tell us if it was like 2007, 2008. I'm sorry,
2007, 2008,
2027.
They didn't tell us how we're going back in time, but we are.
They didn't tell us. Yeah. But it's got Russell Crowe, Dave Bautista, Henry Cavill.
Also, I'm gonna just interject this right now.
Yeah.
Because I will forget to say it later. But right after this Amazon presentation, Michael and I met Cody Rhodes and 50 Cents.
Yeah, we sure did.
That was pretty cool.
Because we went to the Street Fighter after party.
Yes.
Which was
really cool.
Very cool.
So I just got a quick little flex.
Right. So we got an early look at the Street Fighter trailer too.
Yes.
But then it was just released the next day
at the Paramount presentation.
Right.
Yep.
And honestly, I don't remember a lot of the Paramount presentation.
I remember at Paramount that we're getting a Call of Duty movie, which feels like any other war movie.
Yeah.
So I'm curious to see what elements they add that gives it kind of the video game
Yeah, this is
feel.
again another video game adaptation. But it's like, how would you tell if you didn't know the title of the movie and you were just watching it? How would you be able to tell that it's a Call of Duty movie? You know?
Yeah.
Again, imagine you go into the theater blind, right?
Yeah.
Would you be able, if I were to watch Fallout, you know, without knowing the title of it, I'd be like, okay, there's ghouls.
That's clearly
and there's
Fallout.
Jet. Yeah, and in season 2 they go to New Vegas. This is obviously Fallout.
Can you name a single Call of Duty character?
I don't think so. Yeah, Mason actually from Black Ops 1.
Okay, well, so the character name will be Mason. They'll be like, oh, it's Call of Duty.
We don't even know which Call of Duty the movie is going to be for, like what war.
I think it's gonna
what
be a blend
time
of all
period.
of them.
But it's like the Call of Duty movies take place like 100 years apart from each other.
I know.
So it's like, how could it be a blend of all of them? Because you can't follow specific characters for the entire movie. You'd be going from generation to generation.
Yeah. Well, it's like we're saying, it's really too early to know. A lot of Paramount was just kind of telling us what's going to happen. All right, I've been a trooper. I'm almost to the finish line.
I mean, we've been going so fast, Berkan. We forgot to mention that Snoop Dogg is also getting a biopic.
Snoop Dogg is getting a biopic,
and he came out and performed a little bit.
Yeah, that is cool.
Yeah, his presentation was really good.
I also need to add the Fokker-in-law. I love the Fokker franchise with Ariana Grande now coming in.
Yeah,
that's a great movie.
Ben Stiller and Robert De Niro presented it at the
that was really cool.
Yeah, I really wanted Ariana Grande to be there.
I did too.
Yeah,
I did too.
But yeah, it does look funny. And Ariana Grande, I mean, she's really like a comedic talent. You know,
yeah,
like everything that she's done has at least some level of humor to it. I mean, even starting all the way back from Victorious, and then Wicked. No, is there anything else on her?
No, I mean, she was a theater girl. She did theater.
100%.
So that leads us into Disney.
Yeah, there were a couple more things on Paramount.
You had some more highlights?
I did. I had a couple things. So we saw like literally only 3, which is why I was like, I don't remember most of it because they showed us a lot.
Right.
But I only remember a couple things. That's also where they officially showed Street Fighter and like the entire cast.
Street Fighter does look really good.
Yeah, it's got like Eric Andre and Andrew Schultz,
Cody Rhodes, 50
Cent. Yeah, it's a weirdly stacked Jason Momoa. Yeah. And they showed us a couple trailers and they showed us side-by-side footage of the moves in the video game versus the moves in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like almost a 1-to-1 replica.
Yeah.
So it looks like a true adaptation of the game. Also, we got a first look at, I think it's called Ebenezer. Or maybe it's just called.
Oh yeah, that was Paramount.
Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp's going to be playing Ebenezer Scrooge in a new Christmas Carol movie.
I gotta give him credit. I never recognize him in anything he's in.
No. Yeah, absolutely.
Seeing Johnny Depp in person for the first time in my life, I'm honestly the way he like talks and stuff. I'm like, you just really save it for when you're on camera. It's crazy.
He's like very calm,
awkward,
and slow, and awkward. Yeah. Very awkward.
Yeah. But you wouldn't expect it.
On screen, he's so captivating.
It's magic.
I think this might be Johnny Depp's first non-sexy role. Like, he's truly an old man.
Do you think Wonka was sexy?
Wonka?
Yeah.
It had a little something to it.
Is Wonka sexy?
I think he's a little.
Is Wonka? Dan Botui, come here. Oh, he's knocked out. Never mind. I can't. I will never know if Wonka's sexy.
Tell us in the comments if you think Wonka's sexy. I think he's a little. I mean, it's Johnny Depp. You know? But like truly, he's an old man in this. Yeah. He's Ebenezer Scrooge. This might be the first time where you can truly judge his performance with appearance being not
a part of it,
right? Because even when you're judging Jack Sparrow, you're going, he's hot as hell.
Jack Sparrow is sexy.
Yeah,
so Jack Sparrow is sexy.
That's part of what makes him such an iconic character.
Yeah.
And then we did hear that Top Gun 3 is in production, but
we already knew that. Yeah.
They mentioned it.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mutant Mayhem 2 is coming 2027.
I forgot about that.
A new Transformers movie, G.I. Joe, that crossover thing's happening, but they didn't really talk about it. So that's all we get to talk about it.
Yeah. So they did tell us some stuff, but didn't really show us a lot.
Yeah, they did. They did a lot of telling.
Anyway,
and of course, A Quiet Place 3, 2027 on my birthday.
I mean, we know how we're going to be celebrating your birthday.
Exactly.
And that leads us into Disney.
Disney, I think, Disney's presentation was I kind of want to say Disney was my favorite presentation. Because every movie, I enjoyed every single one. I enjoyed every single presentation in their slate.
Right. I mean, even the original films that they were showing.
Hex looks like a classic animated Disney film.
Mhm.
It's about a girl who discovers that she could be a witch. Her mom's really type A and controlling. There's magical objects. It feels like a Beauty and the Beast Harry Potter crossover, and I love it.
Starring Haley Steinfeld.
Yes.
Steinfeld.
Yes. So good. I'm excited.
Yes.
Genuinely.
And they also showed us I wish I wrote these down. The movie about the whale.
Yes. Oh my gosh. What was that movie called? Okay, there's a movie coming out this year about somebody who gets swallowed by the whale, and we saw the sequence where it happens. It is the most stressful thing I've probably ever seen in a movie theater.
I'm gonna pull up our TikTok because you filmed their.
I didn't talk
slate.
about.
No,
Oh,
but
it's
you had a quick shot of their slate.
yeah.
Yeah, let me.
It's
pull it up.
crazy.
Oh my god, I have to.
I don't think you're gonna be able to pull it up. It's a whale movie. I will put it like if you're watching this on YouTube, I'll put it in.
But I also want to find the name of the movie. Here it is. Okay. Oh, The Devil Wears Prada 2.
Yeah, Toy Story 5 they
okay.
showed.
It's called Whale Fall.
Whale Fall.
It's called
So
Whale Fall,
good.
and it literally, we saw like the opening scene of it or something. We saw the sequence where a scuba diver literally gets swallowed by a sperm whale, and he's fighting with a giant squid.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's so intense.
It's the coolest
And
thing. It's the most stressful thing I've
You
ever
wouldn't
seen.
think that you could make a whole plot of a movie just based around some dude getting swallowed by a whale. Because then it's like, once he gets swallowed, what does he do from there?
I have
But
no idea.
I'm so excited for that film to come out. Also, they have a movie coming out with John Malkovich called the Dog Stars,
Yeah.
which is, I mean, I think it's about two hitmen or something, or like
It was interesting.
It
Yeah.
looks really funny.
They were going like Easter Island.
We really just saw the two characters interacting, like they were just kind of fighting with each other, like verbally, but it was hilarious.
We watched the like first 20 minutes of Mandalorian and Grogu.
Oh wait, maybe that was Wild Horse 9.
That was Wild Horse 9.
Wild Horse 9. What was
Yes.
the dog? Oh, the Dog Stars was also good though. Wild Horse 9 was the John Malkovich film, but
Yes.
the Dog Stars was about Brad Pitt.
Jacob Elordi.
Brad Pitt, who was
No, that's a different movie.
what is it? What's the one with the German Shepherd?
With Brad Pitt, but it's not that movie
the hell?
because that was Paramount.
That was that one looked.
I checked out. I can't watch that one.
There was too much going on this.
Too
weekend.
much. It was so much.
Anyway,
Um.
so let's get into Doomsday then, I guess.
Oh no, I had a couple more things. We
Oh,
we
what
watched the first 20 minutes of Mandalorian and Grogu.
Uh-huh.
I think the movie's gonna look like a lot of fun. And I'm excited. I'm excited about Zeb.
Oh, we saw the entire opening
Yeah.
of The Mandalorian and Grogu.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think Zeb's going to play a huge part in it.
Yes, I think
Because-
he's too. I didn't realize he was gonna be that big of a part.
I didn't think so either. I thought it was going to be more like a cameo, but I think he's going to be one of the major characters.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be on screen a lot.
Toy Story 5. Also, I really enjoyed what we saw for Toy
two
Story 5.
clips from Toy Story.
We saw a clip of how immediately Bonnie is like sucked into the lily pad in
Mhm.
tech. I just thought that was so powerful.
Yeah.
Really excited
absolutely.
about it.
And we also saw Woody coming back to try to help the
Yes,
gang.
with the beer gut.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Are you excited for a new Ice Age movie?
not particularly.
I kind of am. The nostalgia one.
Ice Age 6.
Boiling Point. I'm excited. I'll never say no to Ice Age.
We didn't really see a ton for it.
No.
They just kind of came out and talked about
It's
it.
January 2027.
Okay.
So it's got February 2027. It's got a lot of
Yeah.
time.
I'm
excited.
I feel like I've seen enough Ice Ages.
Never enough Ice Age.
You know, now that I'm rechecking my notes, I actually did get two films kind of confused. The movie that I was talking about that is about a hitman who's also a father who is also Muslim. Is actually called Your Mother, Your Mother, Your Mother, and it's starring Mahershala Ali, and it's also got Giancarlo Esposito and John Cho.
Bang.
Yeah,
We get a lot of movies thrown at you.
we got like
It's totally.
I think we got probably like 50 or 60.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
I'm here now.
Jenks is back.
By the way.
Yeah.
Full circle. Jenks is back, which means we're going to be talking the finale of Cinemacon, Avengers Doomsday. Avengers Doomsday, quick trailer description.
Oh, God.
X-Men fighting new Avengers, Yelena versus Yelena, aka Yelena versus Mystique, Gambit versus Shang-Chi, reveal of what Doom looks like, Thor versus Doom, Doom stopping a full thunder strike with 2 fingers. 2 fingers.
Bro said,
Crazy.
If full power Thor can't even put a dent into Doom, who can? Like, how is this movie must end badly?
It's going to end terribly.
I see this being somewhat of an Infinity War situation.
"Yes, sir."
Worse.
Yeah. And also, some of us are fighting between each other. I mean, Gambit and
Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi.
It's
What are
X-Men
they-
versus
The
Avengers.
X-Men
What are they
definitely
beefing
fighting-
about?
X-Men definitely fighting the Avengers.
Okay, yeah, because Mystique was also fighting Yelena.
Yeah.
So it's like we're not entirely teamed up against Doctor Doom. There's something else going on over here.
The opening of the trailer also showed Professor X looking out the window, and in the sky, a world was colliding into his.
Mm-hmm.
You know, hinting at incursions, which is straight from the comics, and that's exactly like what's going to be the whole plot of this movie.
And the trailer ended with Thor reuniting with Steve Rogers, Captain America,
Yes.
and Captain America reuniting with Mjolnir.
Yes.
This has been talked about a lot, like in the descriptions. But Chris Evans, Steve Rogers does not look like he looks in the teaser trailer.
No, he has a full beard,
He's got
longer
full
hair.
beard, long hair, like he does it in game.
I was about to say, like, it looks like the time skip between Infinity War and Endgame.
Yeah.
Like the 5-year time skip.
Mhm.
Which also kind of begs the question, how does he come back, like, to current time, you know?
I think it's Loki, right? It has to be Loki, maybe.
Could be, yeah. I don't really know what they're gonna do there. I mean, it has to involve the TVA, which is Loki. So,
Right.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
What about the Fantastic Four?
It
Yeah.
it could be.
What if-
Listen,
Yeah.
there's so many theories, but I have to say this was probably, and I think I've heard this from others who've been going for a long time.
Uh-huh.
You guys, the crowd, this was the most electric Cinemacon has ever been.
Yeah.
This crowd, like the crowd pop, the crowd explosion afterwards, the little screaming, demanding they play it again, which they did.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That
The crowd made them play it again. They weren't planning on doing that, and they had to like talk to people backstage to be like, "Hey, can we play this again?"
I don't think
Yeah.
people understand. Cinemacon is not San Diego Comic Con.
Yeah.
Cinemacon crowds are very like tame. They're very tame. It's professionals. It's movie theater owners. Like this is business.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like this is a business. Technically, a fan could pay to go to CinemaCon, but it's like thousands of dollars.
Mhm.
So it's not something that's normal, and so it's not loud. Like even sitting down low for some of these presentations, I was shocked at like how unhyped the crowds were
Yeah.
at times. But that's just what it is. So for
Yeah.
this crowd to react like a Comic-Con crowd is insanity.
We're
Yeah.
jumping out of their seats, like in the executive section. It was crazy.
It is kind of crazy because, like, an A-list celebrity like Jack Black or Dwayne The Rock Johnson will walk out to, like, mild applause.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then at the end of the Doomsday trailer, verbal electricity.
Do you know what my theory on that is?
What?
I think look, Dune was incredible, right?
Mhm.
Dune was incredible. Nobody was like, oh my god, that's like played again, like losing their minds. Like everybody was
Because they
buzzing
were
over it.
traumatized.
I honestly think theater owners walked out after Doomsday trailer ended. Theater owners were like, oh my god, we're so back.
We're so bad.
We're so back. We're so back.
They
Like
saw
I
the
think it was
success.
genuine relief.
I'm really glad they played it 2 times because you need to watch it multiple times in order to dissect
I haven't
everything.
seen it enough.
Yeah, still,
Yeah.
I still
I
haven't.
still haven't seen
I'm
it
gonna
enough.
watch it 5 more times.
I still need to set because they would pop something up for half a second, and I want to see everyone who's in that one frame. But it's like you can maybe see like 3 characters, and then you go, okay, well that frame's up.
And
Yeah.
we're not gonna know. We're not gonna know when this is gonna release too. Trailer wise,
Oh no,
we
yeah.
have no idea.
Also,
Yeah.
I want to point out to those of you who have been blowing up every single comment that we've been getting about the trailer
For every single
why
content
didn't-
creator.
Why didn't you leak it? Why hasn't it been leaked? Why didn't you?
Again, not Comic Con.
this is not a Comic Con. People were getting thrown out of.
You
the
get
theater,
sniped.
pulling out
Yeah.
their
Like
phone.
people
You get
always joke.
blacklisted.
People always joke like Kevin Feige will snipe you if you leak this. Yo, at CinemaCon, they literally have
They have snipers.
they
They
have
have
snipers
snipers.
with lasers that shoot down you if your phone even comes up.
Right.
Like as a creator, like we're allowed to be on our phones during the presentation, like typing,
if
but it
comes
has
up
to
at
be in
all-
our lap.
Yeah.
If it comes up at all, they're like, you gotta
They'll
go
evict you
fight.
immediately, and you'll never be able to return.
Not only will they,
Yeah.
not only will they take you out, they will like force you to delete it.
This isn't-
They
this
will
isn't-
watch you delete it.
And then they'll break both your legs.
They
and,
do that,
and they
yeah.
call your mom.
This isn't
Arguably
like
worse.
Yeah.
this isn't
Just
like
break my other arm. Like, is it break both my legs and then my arm, but don't call my mom.
Please don't call my mom.
this
Yeah.
isn't like oh a fan like posted it on Twitter to get clout for like 15 minutes and then copyright takes it down and it's fine or they can't ever go to Comic Con again.
Yeah.
This is all those things plus your career is
Your career's
over.
Yeah.
you're
It's
done for.
over.
Yeah.
It's like so there's a lot at stakes.
Right.
So that's why people are genuinely shocked that no leaks came out for Avengers Doomsday at CinemaCon. That's why.
Yeah. But it was crazy, like what we were able to show because the Disney panel actually did allow us to record everything on stage if there wasn't film being played. Which
That's how it should be.
yeah, but the other presentations wouldn't allow us to do it. We couldn't do that for Warner Brothers. We couldn't do that for Sony. We couldn't do that for Amazon.
And I don't understand that. Like, I don't
People
know.
want to see it. Like
Yeah.
people wanted that
Right.
information.
So we were able to show, Chris Evans and RDJ reconnecting
And
on
not
stage.
hugging.
beefing.
Beefing
Sorry,
on stage.
Yeah.
They had beef. It was crazy.
but then as soon as they started like playing the trailer, we had to stop.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay. What was y'all's top 3 movies of CinemaCon?
Okay. Easy answer is going to be Doomsday, The Odyssey, and Dune 3.
Yeah.
I mean, they showed us those are the 3 heavy hitters coming out this year, and they actually showed us a good amount.
Is that your order?
My order is right now. God, I can't tell if number 1 is Dune 3 or The Odyssey, because when we saw the footage originally in 70 millimeter of the Trojan horse situation, I had the same feeling as when we saw the Dune 3 footage this week. So it's like, but because we saw the same footage twice for The Odyssey, I thought the second time around I was like, whatever, I already saw
That was my 4th time seeing it.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, me too. Because I saw it before Sinners, one battle after another, and maybe something else. But
so, like, from a presentation, it's not there, but like objectively, from the first time you saw it,
I think my number 1 is probably The Odyssey. I think number 2 is Dune 3, and I think number 3 is Doomsday. Only because we only got the trailer for Doomsday, we didn't actually see footage.
Yeah.
So
I'm not gonna rank The Odyssey. I'm not gonna rank the.
Okay.
Yeah, there's like my throat just got really dry.
did we mention that Berkan went to the emergency room on this trip?
Yes, we did. I think
I don't think we did.
No, we did.
At the very, did we not?
I think you mentioned that your throat was that you were sick and something was wrong with your throat. I don't think we mentioned that you went to the emergency.
I don't remember. I went to the emergency room Monday morning at the
Yeah.
start of Cinemacon because my throat swelled.
Yeah, middle of the night. Didn't tell us.
No, we woke up and we saw on Berkan's Instagram story that he had been in the hospital.
Well, okay, I didn't put. You guys
Isn't
saw
that crazy?
You guys
We
saw it.
woke
Like,
up and Berkan
you guys
didn't
saw
say-
it on my close friend's story. I didn't publicly say
But that's
that I
what
was
I
in
mean.
the
But that's what I
hospital.
mean. We're in the room with you, and we found out that you were in the emergency room that night via your close friend's Instagram story.
What if we woke up and he was like, wasn't here?
Exactly. You were having an emergency, and you left. You didn't wake anyone
Didn't
up.
tell anyone.
You left by yourself, came back, and then didn't tell us when we woke up.
I got the drugs I needed and I locked
Maybe
in.
I'm a future father.
I got the drugs I needed and I locked in.
You're calling him out. Damn.
Anyway,
Yeah. And so that's why Berkan's voice sounds like that.
So anyway, I'm not gonna rank The Odyssey because like The Odyssey is my most anticipated movie of the year
Why would you rank it then?
because I'm going off like footage I saw at CinemaCon. That was my favorite,
Oh, okay.
and so I'm gonna go Doomsday, Dune, and then 3's Disclosure Day.
Yeah.
But I want to give an honorable mention to Whalefall.
Okay.
Whalefall. Did y'all talk about Whalefall?
Yes, we did.
We did.
Whalefall was very interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it means my turn? Is it
Yeah.
my turn?
Yes, it's
It's
C
your turn.
E-turn. I think it's the same 3. To be honest with you,
It's gotta
As
be.
Michael.
Those are the
I think
major
my-
hitters.
in that same order.
No, I think my order would, as of now, because of the bias of how hyped just the experience was, Doomsday's 1 for me.
Mhm.
And then I'm gonna go Dune 3 Odyssey. I hadn't seen the Odyssey footage yet, so that
Yeah.
was insane. So Dune and Odyssey are closer.
My thing
for
is,
me, I think.
I think it also helps that we saw that Doomsday trailer in theaters. If we were watching that on our phone by ourselves, I think it would have been an entirely different experience
It would've.
than watching it in like a theater where you're having like a community moment
Yeah.
where everyone's the exact same level of excited for the exact same thing.
With the level of how the crowd reacted, and honestly, it being one of the greatest trailers I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Seeing the Avengers Doomsday trailer at its official reveal with everybody
Mhm.
is probably one of the most special, exciting, coolest things I've done as a creator.
I
Gotcha.
agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's already so many theories that you can make just based on the Doomsday trailer.
So many.
Dan
yeah.
Tui said that he thinks that Ant-Man's going to die in this film, right?
Because of the one shot of him and his daughter.
He has one shot where he's
Yeah.
hugging his daughter.
Yeah.
And
Which-
but it is like backlit. It like looks like angel-y,
Yeah,
so he's
yeah.
like, this is like the kind of shot that you show before you kill off
But like,
Aaron.
I don't think that's necessarily going to be the case because it's like the teaser trailer showed Steve Rogers with his son, Thor with his
Yeah.
daughter, now Ant-Man with Cassie,
Yeah.
and there's rumors that a lot of this movie is going to revolve around Doom's trauma of losing his kids. So
Yeah. You know what's really interesting? We saw an explosion in the Sanctorum, the Doctor Strange's mansion. What's it called?
the Sanctum Sanctorum.
Okay. And we saw fighting there. I mean, that's where Shang-Chi
No,
and
that was the X Mansion.
oh, that was the X
That was the
Mansion.
X Mansion.
Okay, but we saw the explosion in the Sanctum Sanctorum. Or
I don't know if we did see it, to be
No, I think
honest.
well, that staircase was in the man. Okay,
X Mansion.
when I saw that giant that giant staircase, I guess I
It's
thought it was.
It's similar. It's
Okay.
it's one it's
See,
one of those things that you can't tell
I
because
need
you
to-
can't rewatch it.
I need to watch the trailer again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this was a very exciting CinemaCon.
Oh man.
With the movies that are coming out,
The
it's
project.
not an exaggeration. I think 2026 is the greatest year of movies
It's
in at least the last 15
top
years.
3 for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, 2019 played up there too, but
And it's like also movies that, not to sound cliche,
No, I think this one might be better.
not to sound cliche, but these are movies that are just going to be better if you watch them in theaters. Like I know that that's like
Yeah.
they were like really hammering that point during these presentations, but it's so true. I mean, imagine watching The Odyssey, which is the first movie ever filmed entirely on IMAX film.
Yeah.
And imagine watching it on your phone screen or something.
Yeah.
It's not going to hit the same.
It's not comparable.
Yeah. You need to watch it in the best format you can. And for those lucky enough, it's going to be 70 millimeter. And I
Yeah.
think me and Berkan are going to try our best to do that.
1,000%.
Can I give some honorable mentions?
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
You already
absolutely.
gave two because you said
Yeah,
the whale.
whale.
Thing.
Yeah.
You give your honorable mentions first.
Did I give my honorable mentions?
You go first, and then I'll.
Oh, okay. You're telling me.
Or I'll go first. It's your
Sure.
show,
Okay.
so I'll let you finish it up.
Okay. Thanks, man.
Did y'all talk about Highlander?
Yeah.
We briefly
you
mentioned
can talk
Highlander.
about Highlander again if you want.
You
Yeah.
guys know how excited I am.
Jenks has been waiting for Highlander content for like the
Oh, yeah.
last 2 Cinemacons.
He's
Yeah.
So he finally got it.
We got
he-
nothing.
he's been shouting in Scottish accents like in preparation.
Yeah.
I trusted
I
you.
trusted you, Dan.
Stop it, lads.
We got these swords too, which didn't help.
Yeah, for Masters of the Universe, they gave an entire theater of like 1,000
Foam
people
swords.
foam like 2-foot foam swords, and you can only imagine how many. This is a professional convention, and there were hundreds of duels just like sparking around the theater. And I know that at least a couple of them were with strangers because we had a couple. Like, you know
Yeah,
what
it
I
was
mean?
hilarious. I loved it. I don't think people realize how exhausting a Cinemacon is.
Yeah.
I'm ready to sleep.
I'm so
Oh,
tired.
me too.
Y'all can't.
I do want to give an honorable mention to Supergirl though, since we're talking honorable mentions. I really like the footage that we saw. Oh, right here.
Skin me. Thank you. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Love seeing
You know me, I'm a sucker for a complicated character. I love that she's an anti-hero, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm stoked. And cuz based on what we saw, you know, there hasn't been a ton of great Star Wars recently. You know, I mean, with the Acolyte and like, you know, Skeleton Crew is okay, and like, you know, whatever else has come out. Maul is happening right now, but we're still 2 episodes behind.
Maul's peak.
You
I'm
watched
not. I
Oh.
watched it on the way to the emergency room.
No, yeah, you watched it while you were almost dying, and the rest of us were sound asleep.
Maul actually saved my life.
What if Maul
Right.
was the last thing you ever watched?
Peak.
Could be
Sorry.
peak. Could be
Sorry, was
peak.
that dark?
Peak.
My bad.
Peak.
Anyway.
So yeah, but it does seem like there is some good Star Wars potentially happening, Maul, and then also, which we'll probably talk about next episode or something. And then also, it looks like the Mandalorian Grogu is going to be at least okay. People were worried that it was going to be bad, but it looks.
I think it looks fun. I
Yeah,
don't think it's
it-
gonna feel like any other Star Wars movie,
Yeah.
but it's gonna feel like a fun addition to Mandalorian.
And because maybe Star Wars, there's an argument, has been lacking recently, Supergirl might be able to make up the difference. Because it looks, there's like all sorts of fun alien puppets and stuff
I'm
and
there, yeah.
costumes.
I like it.
And it's like, and it looks like mostly physical sets, and it's like, again, it's got this like fun little vibe, like the Star Wars scene where they're like walking into a tavern, like pick your Star Wars movie,
Yeah.
right? And there's a tavern. It's like they had that vibe
They
in
did.
Supergirl. So
There's an alien DJ in house.
Yeah.
Very Star Wars.
yeah,
Yeah.
they had literally like on stage a physical alien puppet DJ, which was so
that was
sick.
really
Peak.
Yeah.
Peak. Well, I think that concludes our CinemaCon.
All right, thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks again, Jenks, for joining us for this episode.
Whenever you know here.
Oh, we're
Bang.
gonna take you up on that offer
Bang,
all the
bang.
time. Anyway, follow us at the Drive-In Movie Pod on all social medias.
Yes, thank you for 10K on TikTok.
Thank you so much, guys.
Bang.
Hey.
I'll give y'all a round of applause. That's all I'm gonna do.
Appreciate-
I'm proud of y'all.
Thank you
thank
so
you.
much, man. You helped us get there. I mean, they saw your face and they went, "Oh, Jenks likes
Jenks.
these guys." Oh,
Yeah.
okay, we'll be
Jenks.
Yeah, be sure to subscribe if you're listening on YouTube. Leave us a review, rate 5 stars, follow us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts.
I will tease. We're not going to say anything else about this. I will tease the next episode. We also will not be in a car.
Right.
We will be in LA. That's all we're going to say.
But drive in with us anyway.
But
Is
try-
Jinx gonna be there?
Potentially.
I think rumor has it that Jenks is going to make an appearance. Also potentially Dan Botui.
Whoa.
Potentially.
Whoa.
Potentially. No
It's
promises.
all rumors. They're all
No
rumors.
promises.
Right.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But yeah. So thanks for driving in
Thanks
with
for
us.
driving in with us, guys. You want to say it, Jenks?
Thanks for driving with us.
All right. We'll see
Bye.
you next time. Bye.